Hey everyone, today I have the Hogwarts Library, a collection of 3 books by J.K. Rowling from the very popular Harry Potter series. I picked this off Amazon for actually just $13.95, which is an insane deal. It had a recent price drop. If you check out the price history, I used Camel to take a look at the price history. It was the all-time lowest price. If you were to buy it now, it's still a really good value because you can see on the back, on the sticker here, it costs $38.97 US retail price. So anything below that is definitely a steal for this collection. But anyways, in this video, I'm just going to be doing the unboxing, first impressions of this set, just give you a quick overview on the material quality, see if it's worth picking up if you are a Harry Potter fan or if you're just interested in these books in general. So removing the shrink wrap, I can tell you that the books slide out very easily from the cardboard sleeve. And before getting into the books, let's go ahead and take a look at the cardboard box enclosure. You can see that it's a matte finish. It has gold embellishing all over. It's a pretty nice design. I do want to point out now that if you see this green cover, that means this is the 2017 edition. There was an earlier edition in a red cover that actually contained little annotations on the side with Ron, Harry and Hermione's notes, but this one, unfortunately, the books don't have that kind of characteristic. But I think the box art is still very nice. You can see on the spine it has the 3 books laid out very clearly. And then taking the books out of the cover, I actually noticed that the cardboard is actually pretty thin compared to some other box sets that I've had, so there's definitely quite a good deal of flex. Would have preferred a little bit more thicker, rigid material, but that might be a personal preference. But anywho, let's go ahead and take a closer look at these 3 hardcover books. So first, taking a look at the Fantastic Beasts book. Its cover is now mostly orange matte finish with some gold embellishings, as you can see here. This book, of course, was the premise on the movies, the 2 Fantastic Beasts movies that's come out so far, featuring Newt Scamander. And here's a take a look at the spine. You can see the words are in gold. Got Newt Scamander as the so-called author there. Quick look at the back here. I'm zooming in here. Feel free to pause this video if you want to read it more. But you can see on the bottom here it's distributed by Scholastic, and the individual price is actually $12.99. So definitely I got this whole set as steal when I bought it for $13.95. Now let's take a look at the quality on the inside. You can see there's the end covers pages, and I can take a look at the spine. It's very easy to flip through pages, which is definitely a good thing, and it's a sign of a nicely bound book. Just taking a look at the copyright issue for this book. Originally it was handwritten by J.K. Rowling herself in 2001, and then this latest publication is copyrighted 2017. And then here is the table of contents. There's like kind of an introduction of what the book is about by Newt Scamander, and then later in the book it details kind of each of the Fantastic Beasts he's documented in alphabetical order. But of course, not to spoil the details of the book, definitely consider picking it up yourself if you want to know the content. Next we have the Quidditch throughout the ages. So this details kind of the rules of the game. You can see that exterior is probably one of my favorites. It has a nice simple pattern with the golden snitch as well as the brooms. Same kind of matte finish going on here. And here's a look at the spine. You see there's actually the 3 rings at the top, 3 rings are at the bottom of the title. And then here once again is the text on the back. Feel free to pause this video if you want to read it. But then moving downwards, you can see that it has the same individual price of $12.99 for this book. Taking a look at the interior, you can see the rings as well as the golden snitch. Binding is equally high quality as the other book. For this book, the first page is actually pretty much a library sign-off sheet, featuring signatures of several of Harry's classmates that you know and love, and then also some funny comments on certain people's names as well. The copyright on this book is actually 2001. Flipping over to the table of contents here, you see it's kind of broken up, starting from the history of the game and then kind of the rules of the game and other specifics. And as I'm quickly flipping through here, you can see there's some nice graphics as well for some visualization. And that's it for that Quidditch book. Next is the Tales of Beedle the Bard. So this is basically a old kind of fairy tale for wizards. Once again, cover designs keeping that nice matte finish. Instead of gold this time though, there is silver embellishing. And then here's a look at the spine. This copy was supposedly something that Albus Dumbledore gave to Hermione in his will, and then now you can take a look at the back text. Once again, pause this video if you want to read it in its entirety. And again, this book retails individually at $12.99. Flipping it open, you can see the end cover pages have several symbols representative of the 5 small stories in this book. Latest copyright on this book is 2008. And then here's the table of contents. You can see it's broken up into 5 small stories. There's a brief introduction and an afterword. Throughout the book, since it's kind of geared towards so-called wizard readers, so intermittently you'll see some brief explanation on some of the terminology. So that's what you get in this collectible 3-book set. If you guys are interested in picking this up, I'll have, as usual, the product link to where you can buy it on Amazon real cheap in the description.